Alright, so game 2, and versing Will, a new guy, and he's playing, what is it, Flesh Terrors, they're the Blood Angels.
Flesh Terrors.
You want to take us through your list just quickly?
Alright, this is my Dante, it's Lucifer, leader of the Sanguinary Guard,
Very converted list, Marine Dante.
My Chaplain, which is actually Marte's model, 6 Sanguinary Guard with a chapter, 3 Self Bites, Attack Bites, Trilaskin, Stormwing with some Talon and 2 Storm Ravens, 3 drop pods, 2 with 6-man squads in them, with Melter Gun and Coming Melter, and then 5 Terminators. I'm actually this time going to put them in Storm Raven, so there's an empty pod.
Excellent. And I've just done my wall of Dark Angels, Dark Eldar. I'm not sure why I said Dark Angels. Probably see a bit better here. So big line of vehicles and talents. Alright, go for the C's. I know you want it. No, not quite. Alright. Alrighty, so I liked Will's army. It was all very themed around like vampires and devils and hell and shit like that. But it was all to his personality and to his army and to the theme of his army. I thought it was really, really good. I liked this particular game as well, and the mission and the table, because it kind of all coalesced into a really fun game. Will kind of wanted to stay away from my Taluses with all of his, I think they're Sanguinary Priests, the Sanguinary Guard, the 2+ armor save dudes. And he just played keep away with Dante and them. Very clever. And I am just trying to pick and kill as much of his supporting units, knowing that it's going to be tough to bust through the little Doom Squad or Death Star, that's whatever it's called. He drops his drop pods in the back, gets a couple of kills, I think, or does some damage. I turn back. My Medusa actually does absolute awesome work here, and I flame with my Medusa I think it's 5 or 6 Space Marines in the back there, and kill them all with one Medusa shot. So boom! Finally, I get a Medusa hit that actually does stuff. My Scourges, they're doing a bunch of damage. They don't actually manage to kill. So this drop pod's dead, but there's another drop pod in the back in the bottom right of the screen. So you just can't see it. So sorry about that. But there's a drop pod there that survives 3 rounds of shooting from Scourges and Blaster. It would not die, or he made his cover saves. Up the top here, the lighting's really weird, but up the top here we've got more Scourges. The rest of my boats, I'm just using line of sight to take pot shots at these Sane Guard. I turbo boost into his lines because I'm trying to go for Maelstrom missions and just to split up a bit, because I want him kind of in one spot. So I can just keep on shooting him. His planes are going to be doing a lot of work because of the way this table is. So these are very, very tall buildings, and you can see where my building is at the back here, kind of holding my objective. They don't get line of sight to his planes when they come on, so I can't intercept anything. And then his next turn, he's going to fly up and try and destroy my building, which he actually manages to do by the end of the game. So Will's playing for a game turn 5 end, because that's his only option, because he's kind of sorry, he's kind of a little bit outnumbered, and by the end of it he's only got 3 planes and a bunch of Sangard with Dante left. That's pretty much that's it for his army. I don't have that much. Like, he's doing a nice bit of damage, but I still have a lot of individual units that can cap objectives, because I think it's big guns this one or whatever. So I can cap a lot of objectives, and for him to score anything, he has to land. So he went second. So he's hoping game turn 5, it ends. That's it. And had it ended in turn 5, so you'll see in a second. Had it ended in turn 5, he actually would have won. So, you know, this is only game turn 4. I can't see where my big dice is. Oh, it's up the top there. Because his turn 4, he managed to kill this building at the back. He drops back with his storm. Is it Storm Raven? The big plane that transports things. So his Terminators jump out of there. So he's flying with his 2 Storm Talons. Storm Raven drops. And he's got kind of like a screen of Terminators. He goes for a charge at my Warlord unit, and he doesn't actually make it. He's out by 1 inch. I then go in. My Warlord units is, rather than charging the Terminators, I'm actually going to charge the Storm Raven, of course. Kill one of the planes when I can. And I managed to kill with the other 2 Talus the Terminators. Dante is still doing work up the top there. Just smashing, killing unit after unit. And here it is, game turn 5. He drops down with his Storm Ravens, holding objectives. It would have ended. Turn 5, he wins. It went on to turn 6. And that's unfortunate for him. I managed to charge Dante with my Talus units. I think I actually kill all, maybe even Dante. I contest this objective down the bottom here. I hold the other objective, and I actually got a big win. So, but it was a really fun game, and it was very, very close.